Hello, today we're going to practice the read and complete questions from the Duolingo English Test, and I'll show you the exact tips that will get you a higher score. Well, let's go. Okay, let's start. I am going to be using Arno because they have thousands of free practice test questions for you. Okay. So I will choose this one. This is what my screen looks like. Let me change it for you. Is that a bit easier to see? Okay. So what do we do first? And now, yes, this is an easier question. Okay, I'm going to be doing a question from 5 different levels. All right. But what do? We read the title. We look at the first sentence and the last sentence. So you will always have the first sentence and the last sentence. Why are we doing this? Why are we not just looking at the gaps? Well, it's different to fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks, you have 20 seconds, only one sentence, one word, so it's okay to look at that gap. But here we need context. We need to understand the story as much as possible so we can predict, we can guess what words might come next as we read. So, The Mystery of the Missing Hamster, title. When I woke up this morning, I noticed something was wrong with my hamster's cage. And last sentence, my parents helped me look through the whole house for my missing pet. So what do we understand about the story? The hamster is missing and the person is looking for it. So what kind of words come to mind? I just said look for, so maybe search, found. Where is the hamster? Under here, behind there, on, in. Maybe places in a house or objects. We're thinking, where might a hamster hide? Under the sofa, under a desk, behind something. Okay, so that's why we read it. So then we can start thinking of these words. So that is my step 1 for you. Context first, don't look at the gaps. And my next step for you is to follow the logic. So we think, what happens next? What word makes sense? So let's follow that story flow. Something is wrong. The cage is open, I will say. The hamster is missing and the person is searching all over for the hamster. Next, I recommend we look at easy words first. So know where something be something. That looks like a 2 to me, right? Everywhere, my room, in, and I think that's room. Under something bed, 3 letters. Yep, the bed. In closet, my. Any other really easy words? Maybe this one, the something was open. I can think that is door. So why are we doing the easy words first? Well, the more words there are, the more context clues we have. Okay, so it becomes a lot easier to read the story. So let's imagine we don't know this one yet. Something fluffy, nowhere to be far. So 3 letters, and we know this is a story in the past, right? When I woke up, right? Something was wrong. So I think this is was. Okay. Other ones. So they're looking, look, in my room, under the bed, be. And we already know the story. We know we need a preposition behind the something, an object in your house. Where could the hamster be? Yeah, desk. So we're slowly filling them out. And something in my closet. Or let's pass that one for now. Let's go back up here. Nowhere to be. Now, this is a set phrase or a word pair or a phrase that we use a lot. Nowhere to be found. Well done if you got that. Now, something open. Okay, it was something open. This will be an adverb because it is open. It is something open. Can you guess? If a door is completely open, wide open. Well done. Okay, so the door was wide open. Something fluffy. This is like a new sentence almost, or a new clause, we say. And fluffy. Okay, so nowhere to be found. That is easy, right? Because we already know the context. The person is looking for the hamster. Searched. We know it's past. And there's one more. And something in my closet. So they looked in their room, under the bed, behind the desk, and even my closet. Okay, the last thing you need to do is really check the spellings, okay? If one word is spelt incorrectly, it will be wrong, okay? So check the meaning, the grammar, and the spellings. Okay, well, let's learn about the context first by reading the title, the first and last sentence. So, monthly book discussion group at the local library. The local library hosts a monthly book discussion group that meets every third Thursday. And last, the group always chooses their next book together at the end of each meeting. So we know it's about a book club, a discussion group. They meet regularly, right, every third Thursday, and they talk about books. So now we know the context. Think about words that might be in the story. So discussion group, they're talking about books. So book, discuss, maybe share, thoughts. Okay, I think that is good enough for now. So now let's quickly try to find easy words that we can quickly put in. So gather, something, share. To, right? Gather to share. Last mo. I think that's last month, right? Month. A mystery book. I think that's easy too. Book. About a detective. Something solved. Something solved. So he or she solved. So that will be who. So now we have the easier words. Oh, this one looks easy too. Something towns. So I am using my pattern recognition, right? Sm towns. It will be an adjective because town is a noun, small. So now we've done that, we need to read through it and follow the flow of the text and start guessing through logic, right? That means we know what the story is about and we're guessing. So people, something, all what of li. People from. So people are gathering together, right? Gather, they're joining together. So people from something of le. Now, if that's too difficult, we just move on. I'm moving on for now. Right, gather to share something thoughts. Well, whose thoughts? Now we're using grammar. Something thoughts, right? It's people. So what is it? Exactly. Their thoughts. Their thoughts about, right? We can guess. That's a difficult one. We're going to keep moving on. Last month they okay, so we know it's discussion. So it will be a verb. last month, in the past, they discussed, good, a mystery book about a detective who solved crimes, right? Detectives solve crimes. Okay, now this is a bit more difficult. So the top one is a set phrase. So it's a pattern, right? And this is difficult. Let's look at the first one. L-I, 2 more letters. Maybe you can guess that one, even if you don't know the phrase life. And this is a phrase from all walks of life. So that is a pattern. From all walks of life. That means people from different backgrounds. Okay? And share their thoughts about the something novel. Okay, well, we know that they choose their books, don't they? So what's another word to mean choose? Select, yeah. And again, it's the past, selected novel. I will do a quick check. Check the spelling, the meaning, and the grammar, all three. If you have time, use your time. Okay, it looks good to me. Okay, let's go. I'm going to read the title first, Documenting the Return of Wolves to Yellowstone. And the first sentence, Sarah works as a wildlife photographer in Yellowstone National Park. Okay, and the last one, her amazing photographs show the wolves hunting and playing in their natural habitat. So I want you to stop and just think about words. So we know it's about kind of the wildlife in the national park. So it's a lot about nature. The wolves are coming back, and it's also about a photographer documenting, from the title, documenting the return of the wolves. So let's think of words. I'm thinking photos, pictures, right? And we take photos, we take pictures. Nature, wildlife, park. What other words might we find in this story? So that's what I want you to be doing very quickly. The more you practice this, you will do it so quickly in your mind. Okay, next I'm going to just add the easy words first. So last year, that looks quite easy. Someone documented. Well, we know it's about Sarah, so she. The return of wolves to the park. Oh, these are all easy ones. Any other really easy ones? Hundreds something photos of photos. The wolves. The park. Something decades. Okay, 4 decades. Okay, so those are all the easy ones. And that will help us understand the logic of the text. That just means what is happening next, right? What idea is coming next? The flow of the text. Okay, so Sarah works Sarah works as a wildlife photographer in Yellowstone National Park. Last year, she documented the return of wolves to the park. She something months way in, the. So I think that will be waiting, right? Waiting. And here, so she's something months waiting. So she's something time. She's spending time waiting. So I think this is she spent, right? And I'm using the ideas of grammar. It's from last year, very important. So she spent months waiting in the wilderness. Something hundreds of photos. So That's why we did the context part at the start. We know we take photos. And here we know it will be ing because spend plus ing, right? You spend time doing. And we also have she spent months waiting. So taking. Hundreds of photos. The wolves, something been absurd. So we know that the wolves they left, right? It's about the return of the wolves. So what word means they're not there? Do you know it? If you got it, well done. Absent. Now here, is it had or is it has? The wolves, what do you think? Yeah, had been. It's not has because wolves plural, right? The wolves have. So it's had. And we know it's a past story. The wolves had been absent from the park for decades. So here's the flow of the text, right? They were absent something now, 3 letters, but now something are back. So they were absent, then they weren't there, but now they are, well done, back. Oh, and I said it, didn't I? They are back. Okay, we'll do a quick check of meaning, grammar, and spellings. Make sure you use all the time in the exam. Okay, well done. Are you ready for an even more difficult question? You can do it. Let's go. Okay, this is a much more difficult question now, but I know you can do it. Let's do it together. So first, let's read the title, the first sentence, and the last one to understand the context, understand the story. So, homecoming to a renovated sanctuary. Now, don't worry if you don't know all the words. Azora took a deep breath and stepped inside her home for the first time in almost 4 months. And the bottom bit, the restoration had been a long and expensive process, but now Azora had a home that she was happy to live in. So what do we understand about the story? We know that she was away for quite some time, right? 4 months. And it's about her home, the restoration or renovation, right? Renovated. So she had her home changed in some way, maybe improved. And she's coming back and looking at it for the first time after this change. And remember that occasionally the words at the bottom and the top are also in the gaps. So maybe you can see a word here that will give you the hint. Okay, now let's look for any easy words if we can put them in. Can you see any easy words? I think the house, her job, almost something as something had, so that's probably she had. And any other ones that are easy? I think this one, ha. I think that might be have, right? So have, something work done. All right, that I'm going to stop there. Those are my easy ones. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, now we're going to read it, follow the flow, think about patterns and grammar. But firstly, I want to look at this long word. If there's a really long word, try to see if it's in the first sentence or the last sentence. That looks the same, doesn't it? Restore. Something work. Does that work? Restoration work. Yes, it does. Okay, perfect, right? Okay, now we need to follow the story and guess what it might be about. So, she's inside her home for the first time in almost 4 months. She'd something to have major restoration work done on the house. So this is like organized, right? She organized to have it done. What's a similar word to organized? Yeah, she had arranged. Arranged. Great. Work done on the house. Something she'd done. She'd done something extended traveling. Some extended traveling for her job. So she had some work done on the house. This is the logic part. She had work done on the house. Something, she'd done some traveling. Maybe it means at the same time, right? What connecting word or connecting idea can we put here? While, right? While she'd done some extended traveling for her job. Okay, Azora that should be an easy one, but sometimes spelling is difficult. Immediately. So Azora immediately. So she immediately smiled. So immediately smiled something. Well, it's not where, is it? When. So she smiled when we need a verb. So a verb, she something, the something to her home, right? That was an easy one I missed. So she something to her home. What verb can you think? Well done, saw. She saw so what did she see, right? Her house is different now, right? She has had restoration work done. So this is from the context, right? Changes, because it's a noun, the changes to her home. Okay, let's try to this one first. If we don't know, let's do the other one. Almost exactly. I think that's easy. Exactly. Okay, exactly as she had picked. Maybe like what she had imagined. What word is similar here to imagined? Well done. Pictured. It would. So it's just this last one. What do you think it is? So it's something almost exactly as she had pictured it would. Look, maybe past, right? Looked. Let's read it. Let's read for meaning, grammar, and then do spellings. So does the meaning make sense? It looked almost exactly as she had pictured it would. Okay, the meaning is okay. Let's really focus on the grammar here. So it looked almost exactly as she had pictured it would. That's quite difficult, isn't it? Well, this is a difficult question, everyone. Okay, well done if you got them. I think it's time for the final boss. The last question. Let's go. Okay, if you're still here, that means you are ready for the final boss. So yes, this is a difficult question. And if you see this kind of question on your test, that means you're doing really well. So we're just going to do what we have been doing, which is context, okay, logic, patterns, and grammar. So, context. Let's read the title, the first sentence, and the last. Legacy of precision engineering. Our company was founded in the engineering town of Pittsburgh in 1850 as a maker of lathes. The machines used to turn a workpiece around a rotational axis and has been in business for over 150 years. Now there are some difficult words here. Don't worry too much. Let's just get the general idea of what it's about. Last sentence. We're proud to say that we have the experience and expertise to provide complete machine tool solutions for high precision applications. So from that, we can tell it's kind of about a company. The company has a long history. It's about precision engineering, machines, tools, and maybe the changes that, you know, from the past, from 1850 to now. Yeah, it has a professional tone. So I imagine it's got some kind of business English vocabulary. So what words do you think we can imagine will be in the text? I'm thinking at least kind of machines, maybe precision seems like a key word. Business, company, services, those kind of words. Okay, now we're going to read it. Oh, first let's add any easy words. Any easy words we can. So these small ones. Something machine, something, and something, I'm not sure. So something pioneers in technology, while something focus, our focus still on manufacturing. Manufacturing means making. Our again, I think, our product. Oh, something years. Well done. Recent years. Any other words? So this is a small word here, but I'm not sure. So we might need to read that. It could be, what could it be? It could be at, it could be as. We don't know yet though. So let's not just guess. Here, while our focus something still on manufacturing tools, our product something has. So this will be a past verb, has. So I think this is because while something is X, right, something else has changed. That's the logic part, right? Okay, so let's start. Oh, this is an easy one. Since something. So we know it was talking about 1850 and they've been in business for over 150 years. So what is the phrase? Yes, since then. Okay, so we know that they're very famous, right? They're well known. And what's a word that means really well known? We've become really well known and famous. Renowned as something of make. So we know it's about machines. We know they make machines. So renowned as makers of. And remember, occasionally words from the beginning and the end appear in the text. So press. Can you see the word? This word down here. Precision. Precision. Okay. Makers of precision machine something. 3 letters. Machine something. Well, we know that they make lathes. Doesn't matter that you don't know what this word means. It explains what it is, but it's like a tool, isn't it? So I think this is tools. Machine tools, and what we know here is as. So we've become renowned as makers of precision machine tools and as, oh, no, go back. Oh, as pioneers in technology. Okay, you're doing really well. While our focus is still on manufacturing something tools, that just looks like a repetition, machine tools. Our product something, Now this is a set phrase and it's a business phrase. So this is business English, really. Product line. Our product line has something to a wider, this is also a good phrase, a wider something. This is called a collocation, right? A set phrase, words that go well together, a wide range of high performance I think you know this one, equipment and survey. Okay, I predicted this at the start because companies provide services, don't they? Services for a variety of, again, instantly. This is a collocation, variety of something. Variety of so we know it needs to be a noun after of, variety of something. Applique, turn it into a noun. Well done. Applications. Applications. This is the harder part now. Our product line has it's become bigger, hasn't it? What word can we use to mean grow? Well done. Expanded. Expanded to something, a wider range. So now they have more things, more equipment, more services. So our product line has expanded to include a wider range of high performance. Now, if there's any time left, you need to check the meaning, right? The flow, the logic, the spelling, especially, and the grammar. Let me check the spelling. Oh, there is a mistake. Renowned. Renowned. There we go. So since then, we've become renowned as makers of precision machine tools and as pioneers in technology, while our focus is still on manufacturing machine tools, has expanded to include a wider range of high-performance equipment and services for a variety of applications in recent years. Okay, if you're still here, well done. Now, you're not going to get loads of questions like this, but it's just good to try it together, and I'm happy to do it with you. But look, you don't improve by just watching, you improve by doing. So go to Arno, create a free account, start practicing the read and complete questions. There are hundreds of questions there for you. And remember, the more you practice, the more automatic it becomes. I've been Coach Dave, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.